Hello YouTube, this is a video. I wanted to do a review finally about my ASUS monitor. I am recording this on my EOS Rebel T2i using my nice high quality lens. I'm shooting this at 720p 60 frames a second so that way you can see how things look on the monitor. I have the settings adjusted so that way you can actually see what's on the monitor in a good volume, a good brightness level. Because if I go ahead here and increase the brightness so that way you can see everything, the screen gets a little overly bright. So I'm going to go ahead and dim that back down to where it is. I'm going to go ahead and boot up a game. Let me bring my microphone here down. So now you should be able to hear me a little bit clearer using my microphone's audio. So I'm going to go ahead actually and boot up. Let's just go and boot up Call of Duty. I just realized you might not be able to hear any of the audio, but you might be able to see in the upper right hand corner my frame rate right here. That is from the shadow play thing. Let me go ahead real quick, tab out of the game, go ahead and open up OBS on my secondary monitor, and so that way I can make sure I record what's going on the screen. So we go ahead and tell it to start recording, and so there we go. Now OBS is actually recording what's going on my screen, so I can implement this in if I want to, so you can see. So let me go ahead and go into, I guess I'll go ahead and go into the campaign and resume my campaign. Now, of course, I got to sit through this intro cutscene again. You may have noticed that I decided to cut back and forth between showing what the camera is seeing on my monitor and what the video actually looks like. So hopefully that gives you an idea of the color accuracy of this monitor and stuff. So here, once it gets done loading the level, hopefully there's not too much glare. I do have a light above my camera running right now so that you can see a little bit better. Oops, I probably should get these M&Ms out of the bottom of the screen. They're probably pissing a lot of people off. I'm sorry about that. Let me go ahead and grab my microphone. I'll bring a little bit closer to my mouth. Let me go ahead and put my headset back on. So it should be done loading in a few seconds.
Atlas. Will,
There you go, it's done.
Your dad's company?
Yup.
They got the best gear, the best pay. Why'd you never join?
Want to serve my country, not my old man.
Cut the chatter.
Okay, here I want to show you guys.
Drop him.
Shut up! The game audio is talking in my ears and it's throwing me off. I'm just going to mute my headset that way I can not get distracted. So as you can see right here, I have it on there's different display modes you can set this monitor on. Right here I have it on, I believe, the gaming mode. Let me reach forwards here. There's a little touch button right here that I can just click on. And you can see it's on game mode right now. There's night mode. There's sRGB. You may notice it looks a lot darker now. Go ahead and switch it into scenery mode. This adds a lot more contrast to it. And then here's standard mode. Theater mode also darkens it up, adds a little bit of blue to it. And then game mode is usually where I always play when I'm playing games on it. You can see probably up in the upper right hand corner there that I am getting 140 frames a second right here on this scene in Call of Duty. So let me go ahead and move around. I'll kind of do a little bit of a donut here with the camera. And then I'll go ahead and cut and show that same thing on what it looks like. I'll see if I can do some fast panning so you can see if there's any sort of motion blur that you can notice. I'll go ahead and slow that down so you can see it, you can look at it if there's any screen tear. I'll slow it down to 30. So let's go ahead and run forwards with it with the game so you can see what's going on. wide. I think I figured out why I'm having issues. I need to actually go here under my control options and make actions. I want melee to be F, use to be E. Why would you have it the other direction?
Drop.
F for fix, E for use. That's how it is in every game.
Coming in!
Oh my god, that's why they're shooting me. Oh my gosh, okay. Enough of that. Alt F4 that game out of there. Okay, I'm back at the desktop now, as you can see. Let's go ahead and you can see over here I got just a picture of a starry scene. If you go ahead, if you haven't of course, I think I tried to show this earlier in my other video, but just to show you, yeah, I'll just go ahead and use, sorry, but I used Minecraft just for this test, just to show everybody. That way you can kind of visually see what 16:9 and 21:9 looks like visually on this monitor. I know you probably can't see, but I know above I do have a 16:9 monitor, so you can see the difference. And you can look at the picture I show when I show my desktop. You can see how it looks here. Minecraft's probably going to be loading up. I'm going to go ahead and go into the go ahead and join VideaZen's realm. Let me go ahead and using auto hotkey, I'm going to go ahead and hide the UI, and then I'm going to go ahead and go full screen. So you can see right here off to the side, this is what 16:9 is, and you can see how much more on the right that we're missing due to the ultra wide resolution. If I go ahead and switch it to ultra wide, you can see how that looks. Let me go ahead and get to a place. Let's run real quick. Here, I'll go ahead and stand here looking so I can see just the edge of that map on the far left. Go ahead and switch it back to full screen, and then back to ultra wide. Full screen, ultra wide, full screen, ultra wide. You can see, you definitely can see more of the burger there on the right side of the screen. And you can also see like this entire map that's right there. You can't even see that when it's like this at all. See that it's right on the edge there. Switch it back to full screen. Sorry, switch it back to full screen. It's not even there anymore. Oh yeah, hello. I should say hi to the guy. So it's, yeah, just you can kind of see how that looks. I guess I can show you the different quality modes on this thing here, because Minecraft I know seems to actually look interesting with the go ahead and hide the UI and go back to full ultra wide. Let's just go full screen. So go and show you the different modes here. Let's see, let's go back, yeah, sRGB, scenery mode, standard mode, theater mode, game mode, night view mode, and then back to sRGB. Yeah, game mode by default does not look like this. I did tweak it so it looked more like how I liked it. Like I kind of got rid of some of the contrast so I could see into the darker areas a little more. That way when you're playing games, they always want you to have it super dark so you can not see certain things, but with this it just allows me to peek into the darkness and stuff. Because I noticed that even when watching live streams that some of the people that are doing the live stream, they're in an area that's so dark they can't see anything, but I can still see perfectly on my screen. And so that makes it really awesome for me. So, of course you can see what the field of view looks like in this game. I do have my field of view cranked up kind of high. I'm at my field of view of 80, but I'm also near some beacons over here that are increasing my field of view. So let's go ahead and run out here away from those beacons so that way my field of view resets back to the way I normally play. I'll go ahead and stand here and I believe it should disappear in a few seconds where you'll see the field of view. There you go, shift back to what it is without having the speed effect from the beacon applied to me. So you can see here how it looks when I pan the camera. There's a little bit of warping of course, but it's not too bad, for me at least. I guess I can definitely see it when I do this. What out? Yeah, that's just my mouse freaking out there. Okay, let's go ahead and sign out. Oops. I finished the Iron Golem farm, but I can't tell if it's working. Cool. I'll be back later recording a video. Yeah, recording a video about my monitor for YouTube. Disconnect, quit. I'm trying to think what else I would want to, I guess for people to see. I guess I could open up. Let's just go ahead and open up Photoshop. Let's go ahead and close. Stupid mouse. Go ahead and close OBS so that way it's not causing issues with disabling of Arrow. In case you happen to hear any noise, that is the hard drive fan on my network drive spinning up, trying to cool itself down. So go, yeah, here's mouse. I was trying to find a picture that I had of the color picker chart so you could see how it looks. But yeah, I'll just go ahead and open up a new window here. Just to show you here, I guess I'll bring up the color picker window so you can see, how that looks. Of course, if you're viewing this not on a color calibrated monitor, it won't look that good. Like, so I can definitely tell you the colors look really good. Whites look white, blacks look black. It just looks amazing, way better. And there doesn't seem to be much of a color shift when viewing stuff, unlike other monitors that I have experienced. But then again, it's an IPS panel, so what do you expect? The color is going to be good on it. So I'll go ahead here and just throw up some random pictures here so you can see what it looks like. So you can see what the colors and stuff look like. So then, I hope you enjoyed that collage of pictures there. So you got to see how the monitor represents color. Hopefully I have my camera configured right so that way it actually looks how I actually see them. So I guess thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this video with my showing off of the ASUS MX299Q 21 by 9 2560 by 1080 IPS monitor. Like I said, if you have any questions, I can show you probably what I like. If you have any questions about the monitor, just let me know and I will show you. I do want to suggest, I do need to mention one more thing, is there is one bad thing I've noticed about this monitor compared to other ultra wide monitors. If you do play videos that are 16 by 9, or if you set the computer to a 16 by 9 resolution, it will actually just stretch it instead of having it fill, or instead of having it letterbox it like it's supposed to. So just to show you here, if I go ahead and open up, I guess let's just say open up Guild Wars 2, because I know there's a video on the widescreen gaming forums of them showing off Guild Wars 2 when they switched it to 16 by 9, the DELL monitor that they used ended up actually just adding black bars to the left and the right of the screen instead of just like you'll see what I'm talking about. Yeah, when I go and switch it to 1920 by 1080, all it's going to do is stretch it to fill the screen instead of adding block bars to the left and the right to make it the right aspect ratio. Whereas I know the DELL one they were showing off does that and it displays it properly. So if you want to buy this monitor to use it to watch TV or to play video games on there, you will be disappointed because it's going to stretch your screen to fill the entire thing. Unless it doesn't do it when you're doing it over HDMI. I've not tested it. I'm only running it over DVI, so don't know. But here, finally, the thing's done downloading the patch. Let me go and launch the game. Let me go ahead and log into my Asura. Of course, you can see here the loading screen. Those loading screens are designed 16 by 9, so that's why this concept art is in the middle and there's black on the left and the right. But here you go. I'm in the game. I can show you here under graphic settings. It is running full screen 2560 by 1080. But if I go and switch it to full screen 1920 by 1080, you'll see here it's still filling the screen, but it's stretched everything to fill the screen instead of how it's supposed to be. So here if I go ahead and switch this, but if I switch it instead of doing full screen, if I do like let's say windowed full screen, you'll see here, of course it switched it back to 2560 by 1080, but if I do just windowed, and I believe do that, yeah, there's what 1080p would be like, except for I gotta do that and then that. I guess it doesn't let me hide the UI. It keeps moving the thing up to my secondary screen. But it just it doesn't do what you want it to do properly. So hopefully you guys understood that. I did test HSR in this thing, or HDR, what it's called. Not high dynamic range. That new thing with the NVIDIA graphics cards, the dynamic super resolution. And here, if I try booting the game up in the dynamic super resolution, you can see it does, it supports the dynamic super resolution. Still looks pretty good. So then, I guess thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys later. Goodbye.